Hello and welcome back to TechnoStrategy YouTube channel. So, in a bit of a news, Microsoft is doing pretty bad things like they always do. But yeah, Microsoft is clamping down on Windows 11 local account setup. Latest insider build removes local only commands, keeping Microsoft account sign-in will crash setup problem. It says it's a bad thing. It's kind of a bad move because sometimes you just need a local account to do it, and you don't need access to internet, or you don't have access to the internet. Then how can you set up your new PC? You can't do it if you don't have access to if you don't have access to the internet, you can't set up your PC. That's a bad thing. And AMD, not AMD, but when Microsoft is trickling down it, as you can see in the insider preview of this build, Microsoft explicitly mentioned that removal of local only commands and says this known mechanism for bypassing online sign-ins are being addressed. It requires every user to log in into their Microsoft account, or they will end up skipping critical setup screens that will eventually crash the OODBE, forcing the user to start over. Pretty bad move. They should have just kept it like how it was. Yeah, it's security issues and stuff like that, but sometimes you just need a local account, and PC enthusiast knows about it. Yeah, they will patch it out or something like that. But it's a bad move. Yeah, Microsoft just wants control over PC at this current point of time. Next up, MSI yellow tip 12 volt 2 by 6 power adapter for RTX 1590 GPU burns again. This time twice for one user. The saga continues regarding NVIDIA's burning melting connector. As you can see in the picture here, it has been melted over the connecting point, and as you see, it's the latest thing where if you had not inserted all the way, you see that yellow spot and then your GPU won't turn on. But this user has already did everything correctly, but still it melted. As you can see, my PC started crashing under load the last few days. Troubleshoot indicating everything including swapping to a new PSU, and still kept happening with black screens on reboot. GPU MSI RTX 5090 Gaming Trio. Unplugged the connector to see it was visibly burned, which explains the crash. It's so frustrating that this much power is being funneled through these tiny connectors. Had to order a new GPU in the meantime, as the RMA could take up to 2 weeks, 4 weeks. Hopefully, not an issue by my RM, the power supply, but doesn't seem like it. So the thing is, he was using a kind of 8 to 16 volts a power adapter connector, but even if he uses it, it melted on the GPU insertion point, and this is just the flaw of the 16 volt power connector. We already saw it with RTX 30 series, 40 series, it melted. So they redesigned it for 50 series, and even though it's redesigned for 50 series, it's still melting. NVIDIA needs to do something about it pretty soon. But yeah, what we can see. And the saga actually continues. Lastly, for today, regarding NVIDIA, on the opposite side, we have some news regarding AMD, and it comes from high yields and most noise that basically regarding AMD's next generation Ryzen architecture. As we know, AMD's architecture is based on interconnect, which communicates between different cores and CPU dies, chiplets, as you can see, and there is a very fast interconnect which works on it. And according to high yields, as you can see, there will be a new interconnect which will be doing the data transfer, which will be much faster. But according to most lawyers, that this interconnect will be significantly more faster, and it won't increase like the power environment, and also the pricing. The cost will be efficient, and it will be like a straight lines, not straight lines, but the interconnect will be more faster, more durable, and it will be like not that expensive, as there was a rumor which shows that the next generation Ryzen with its new interconnect will go higher in cost as well as pricing, but it is not indeed the case, as this interconnect over here between CPU and between this cache and chiplets and memory controller will be insanely fast, but at the same time it will be not that expensive, and they are working on two different designs at this current point of time. Uh, a cache over CPU chiplet and other one which is a fast interconnect express bandwidth type thing. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll meet you in the next one. Peace out.